Welcome into Hawk Talk, ladies and gentlemen, alongside Gabe Sustick, Chris Morales, and the Harbrox return to McKeon Park after a 2-game road stint, and the YD Red Sox come to town, and really the two closest teams here on Cape Cod, only about 5 minutes apart from each other. A 5-1 victory for the Harbrox as they improve to 20-17-1 on the season. Gabe, offensively, 12 hits today. Errol Robinson had himself 3 hits from the leadoff spot, and Jake Rogers hit his 3rd home run of the season. Really, everything was clicking offensively for Hyannis.
It's the best way you want to look at it if you're Hyannis, especially coming off that tough loss against Bourne, where they really couldn't get hits and couldn't connect in serious situations when you had guys on base and trying to score runs. Hyannis was able to do that today, and it's going to be big, especially when you talk about a few more games going to the end of the season. If they can continue to do that, it would be huge.
It would definitely be huge, and then you want to flip on the opposite side of things to pitching. Nick Deeg in his final start here on 2015 for the Harbrox, of course, a returner from last season, and had himself a start to remember. 8 solid innings of work, 7 strikeouts, as he had a farewell to remember here at McKeon Park.
I mean, what else can you say? The fact that he was proving today that those 2 starts that he had early on, where he really got lit up at multiple points in those games, he was proving that those games were an anomaly to how he pitches and how he takes the game seriously to himself and at Central Michigan. Big day for Nick Deeg in a heartfelt way to close out the season for him.
A very touching moment there in the 8th inning where manager Gassman allowed Nick Deeg to retire the final batter in that inning. Nick Deeg, undoubtedly our Hawk Talk player of the game. Sammy O'Brien caught up with him for the final time.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with today's Hawk Talk player of the game, Nick Deeg, out of Central Michigan for the last time. Your last start, you get the win. What were the coaches saying to you? You've been here for 2 summers now. What was Gassman telling you after you came out?
It was funny. After the 7th inning, he came up to me. He was like, "Hey, do you want the lefty coming up?" And I told him I just wanted the whole inning, just because, I mean, why not? And so that was cool. Then I got the 2 outs. Then he came out again, and I was just telling him, like, just don't take me out, whatever you do. Then he came. He was like, "I'm not taking you out. I just want you to stay within yourself and pitch this kid and miss a barrel." So I did that and got the job done.
Yeah, you got the win in your last start, also 7 strikeouts, brings your total on the season of 46. I know you say you're not a big strikeout guy, but you're leaving one of the best summer baseball leagues with a lot of strikeouts. How does that feel?
It feels really good, actually. This summer I just worked on attacking the zone and just pitching the contact, really, and it worked out better because I was missing barrels more, obviously, so that was pretty cool.
So this was your 2nd season. You've meant a lot to this organization. What has been the highlight of you for Cape Cod?
Probably just all the memories and the new friends I made. I would say would be the best memory I had here. And the coaching, obviously, they mean a lot to me, and I hope I can keep in touch with them.
Off the field, you visit Pirates Cove Golf Course quite a bit. Buster Posey holds the record there, an all-star here for Cape Cod. What's the closest you've gotten to him?
Well, I don't really keep score because I suck at mini golf. I suck at golf, really. And usually when I go there, I just me and my roommate just compete against my host brothers for I guess for doing the dishes or doing our laundry or something like that. So yeah.
And then just lastly, you're leaving this team. This was your last start. You're going to head back to school and whatnot, but you're leaving this team heading into the playoffs. They're top of the division. What's the mindset compared to last summer heading into this final stretch of games?
I say last year there wasn't a whole lot of confidence going in because we had like a rough patch towards the end of the season. But this year I feel like they could do it. We have a lot of steam rolling into the final stretch, and I think it'll hold up. I think this squad's really good, and I think it'll be us and Orleans in the championship will be cool. I would like to see that, so I wish them the best of luck.
All right, the Harborhawks organization will certainly miss you for the playoffs. Good luck to everything you continue to do in baseball, and it's great to have you here for the Harborhawks.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thanks, Sammy. With the win, the Harbrox moved to 20-17-1 on the season. And Gabe, I just got some breaking news.
What is it?
The Brewster Whitecaps took down the Falmouth Commodores by the final score of 4-3 in extra innings. We're going to the playoffs. The Harborhawks clinch a playoff spot. They are the first team in the West to clinch at 20-17-1. and really kind of takes the excitement away from it a little bit, but it's time to celebrate here in Hyannis.
I mean, it's huge. You know a little bit more about it than me, Chris, going to the playoffs last year, but really with the team that you can see in these guys, we talked about it a little during the broadcast, you can see the connection with these guys on this team, and if they're able to continue to get victories at the end of the season and continue this momentum, it can be big for them.
It definitely can be. The rest of the games in the season, there's 6 left for Hyannis. The next one, after an off day tomorrow, will be on the road at Veterans Field against the Chatham Anglers in what will undoubtedly be a great game over at Veterans Field. Great atmosphere. And at this point, the Harbrocs don't have to put that pressure on themselves anymore. You're guaranteed a spot in the final 4 teams in the West. You're going to the playoffs. Manager Gassman and this town are going to celebrate just like we are, probably in a couple of minutes. Right, Gabe?
Right, Chris. But at the same time, you want to make sure for the fact of Bourne.
What
you
about
have to
Bourne?
watch out for Bourne.
Okay, what
They're
about
first place? They're going to
They're
try
not
and
in
get
first place.
They're going to try and get.
They're not in first place. Harbrocs are in first place. We're going to the playoffs. It's time to celebrate. Gabe Sustick, Chris Morales. Break out the champagne, boys and girls. Woo!